All right, we have
We'll go with the flowers.
a nice ceremony happening today. We're going to start off with the flag salute. So those students who have been selected to do the flag salute, come on up.
Hey, can you send me some of those pictures? Send me some of those pictures if I give you my airplane.
Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now our school motto. At Cordero, we believe every student will achieve. At Cordero, we will be responsible, respectful, and be safe.
Thank you very much. All right, everybody can have a seat. In case you don't know, my name is Derek Stan. I'm proud principal here at Cordero Community School, and I'm thankful to be able to have this ceremony outdoors. And I'm thankful for our Board of Ed and senior leadership team at Central Office who's made this possible. So I'd like to give them a shout out, but I'd also like to shout out a number of different people before I get into my remarks. So first, there's a number of people who made today happen. I'm not one of them, because if you had me decorate, that would be a problem. Matching is a challenge for me, but for those people like Miss Carolyn Caratini and her family, who have done an amazing job, with Miss Mimi and Miss Davenport and their families. The whole middle school team, which is surrounding you, has been tremendous help to making this happen. Some people like Mr. Prasad, I'm not sure if he's out here, but if he could give a wave, we want to thank him. We got the street closed off to be able to do this because of people like him. And then as you're seated, there's some little placemats there just to keep sure everybody is safe and sound. And Miss Badger and Miss Marie Izoko, who are some of our aides and assistants here at Cordero, they made those things possible, so I just want to thank them. And I just want to thank the team as a whole, because I think that overall, without the team that we've had this year, this would not have happened. So please give them a round of applause.
Yes, yes.
This year's theme is, we did it together. So there's a lot that we've been through the past year and a half about. A lot of us have experienced loss. We certainly lost what we thought was normal in terms of coming to school. We lost a lot of things that we took for granted. But we also gained some things. And so hopefully together was a good thing for you during this time of the pandemic, being home, doing all those things. Your family, graduates, are super important. And I don't know if the pandemic showed you that, but it definitely showed me that. So please be appreciative of them. You know, your folks are doing the absolute best they can for you, and just give them some grace as you grow up, and as you start to feel like you're older than them and want to make some decisions for your own life. Just remember that they brought you into this world, and they certainly can take you out. Okay. And so the pandemic certainly showed me a lot of what really matters. There's some things that I've given up over the pandemic. I'm pretty sure that you guys have as well, either by force or because they just weren't that important. So graduates, it's important to figure out what matters most to you. I will tell you, if it's a YouTube video or a video game, it's probably a bad investment, okay? Or if it's a TikTok following, it's probably not that great of an investment. Okay, your education is probably the best thing that you can invest in. Obviously, this year and a half has not been a perfect sense of education, but take advantage of it. Another thing that doing life together, to me, speaks of who you choose to be around. Many of you are around people that you've been in classes with since pre-K, and that's awesome. And so in our lives, sometimes we choose our friends are given to us, and then as we get older, we choose those people, right? And the same goes with family too. There's people that may not share a last name or a bloodline, but they're like family to us. It's important that you choose those people that you have choices for wisely. I am not Hispanic. I am an Irish man, so I'm gonna pardon my gringo, but there is a Spanish proverb, con quién andas y te diré quién eres. Okay? I apologize. All right, I grew up with a lot of Puerto Rican friends. I don't have a nice Irish proverb, I apologize. But that tells a lot for me. It's like, who you walk with is who you are. Okay? And so if you got people who are falling off, who aren't doing what they need to do, but you're still with them, you're joining the boat that they're in. So be careful of who you choose and what you choose. And if you're one of those people making some bad calls in your life, start to take stock and receive some feedback from people, including your parents, including your friends. This is your future that you're building from now on, okay? But we don't ever do it in isolation. I don't think anybody's gotten to where they are in their life by themselves, okay? You certainly didn't get here by yourselves either. So, you're not alone. You have people surrounding you. And even if the people surrounding you, for some reason, would fail, you can always come back to Cordero, and we're here to take care of you, okay? We have plenty of people who come back all the time. We would love to see you and hear your success stories, and hear your troubles and things you need help with, because that's what we do. We're here to help. So, I just want to wish you congratulations. This is just a step forward. This isn't the pinnacle. You got a whole life ahead of you. You got high school, and you got whatever that afterwards looks like. So I wish you the best, and I hope that your future is as bright as the sun is right now. So, thank you very much. And next in our program, we have our Salutatorian, Danielle Gonzalez.
Class of 2021, parents, guardians, and teachers. My name is Danielle Gonzalez, and I'm Cordero Class of 2021 Salutatorian. First and foremost, I would like to give a special thanks to Mr. Stanton, Mr. Cabrera, and all of my teachers for not only helping me, but the entire class excel socially as well as academically. Each of you welcomed me and everyone else into the middle school with open arms, knowing that our class would do great things, even if we did push the teachers to the limits most of the time. Right, parents? As the saying goes, you are who you surround yourself with. During my middle school years, I chose to surround myself with caring friends that would always push me to do better, so I thank them for that. I would also like to thank my biggest supporters, my family. They always told me I could do great things if I put my mind to it. They pushed me when I needed it, and they inspired me the most. Love you guys. 5 minutes ago, I was in Mrs. Martinez's pre-K class, crying about how I didn't want to go to school. But my mom reassured me that school would be fun and I would make many new friends here. She was right. Elementary and middle school turned out to be great. I made a lot of friends, and with those friends came a lot of memories. We cried together, we laughed together, we grew together, and we will cherish and embrace all of our memories made here. As a class, we experienced so much despite the fact that our time was cut short due to the pandemic. I remember one of the last weeks of school when we found out we were going into quarantine. During one of those weeks, we had a field trip to a roller skating rink, which we all ended up going to and having the time of our lives. Some of us thought that we'd be back after those 2 immediate weeks, but then those 2 weeks turned to 3, and those 3 weeks turned into a year and a half since the entire grade has been together. After that last week of school in March of 2020, I can definitely say we all had different experiences during our time apart, and changed in distinguishing ways. In other words, we all matured and grew up faster than we initially thought. We had to adapt to Zoom class, breakout rooms, social science, and of course, horrible Wi-Fi connections. This past year tested us all, prepared us for the worst and the best, and it prepared us for our future. Our years at Cordero have been like a roller coaster. They all flew by. Some days you'll have the time of your life, and others not so much. What better time to test the ride than during middle school? We were able to make mistakes and make decisions. And that's okay because we still have a lot to learn and talents to master. You may recall our former principal, who served the Cordero community for 41 years, once said, "Carry on." I use him as an example to always stay motivated and follow my dreams as he did. The teachers, faculty, parents, Mr. Strider, and Mr. Stanton always found a way to make learning fun. This made Cordero special, and because of them, we experienced moments we would never forget, like fun runs, field trips, and of course, the morning announcements. As we look back at our years here at Cordero Middle School and move on to our ride to high school, wherever it may be, let's remember to carry on. Carry on into your first day of high school. Carry on when you feel like you can't do it. Carry on when you have a midterm and an essay due at the same exact time. And most of all, carry on because you know you can. Don't forget, class of 2021, at Cordero, we believe every student will achieve. Carry on.
Thank you very much. At this time, we'd like to recognize a couple students through special awards. So I'd like to bring to the mic Mr. Dave Finn, who's going to represent the Dan Finn Tuition Assistance Grant. So let's give it up for them.
Hi, my name is Dave. My wife Jenny. Congratulations to all the graduates and their families and parents and guardians. Good luck as you move forward. I'd like to thank Mr. Stanton and his excellent staff for including this presentation on today's agenda. Now please allow me to read from a short prepared statement. A man for others is a catchphrase commonly used at St. Peter's Prep. Simply stated, a man or woman for others is a person who selflessly gives of oneself to benefit someone else. A person who would put effort before reward, give before take. Dan Finn, my nephew and godson, was a man for others. Dan was the victim of a hit-and-run driver while vacationing in Myrtle Beach in August of 2004. He died 2 days later. Friends of the Finn family started a basketball showcase, the Dan Finn Classic, in honor of Dan's memory. The proceeds from this event make it possible to offer high school tuition assistance grants to graduating 8th graders throughout Jersey City School District. In the very short 17 years since he passed, over $600,000 in awards have been made. Thank you. A St. Peter's Prep classmate who used to drive to school with Dan told of how Dan would stop under the trestle each morning, no matter how late they were running, to give the homeless man who lived there his lunch and any pocket change he might have that day. He needs it more than I do, was always his explanation. In many ways, Dan lives on with us. There are no less than 7 people, including Dan's aunt, who lived extended lives thanks to an organ transplant made possible by Dan through the organ donor program. A 65-year-old man competed in a bicycle marathon after a kidney and pancreas transplant from Dan. A young boy in Pennsylvania sees today using the transplanted cornea from Dan's eyes. It is with these attributes in mind and in his honor that a Dan Finn Scholarship in the amount of $500 be awarded to the student who best exemplifies the characteristics Dan demonstrated in his life: honesty, integrity, determination, and concern for others. The recipient for the Dan Finn Classic Scholarship at Rafael de J. Cordero PS 37 School this year is Eldon Lempa. Eldon will be attending St. Peter's Prep in the fall. Eldon, we ask you today to continue to work as hard as Dan did, and that you make your family as proud as you as we all are of him. Congratulations and good luck in high school.
For being a highly respected school citizen with excellent moral character, consistently demonstrating motivation, a positive attitude, high integrity, and the leadership characteristics that Dan Finn lived and taught.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. Continuing with our awards, we want to welcome Nurse Stone to the podium. Let's give it up for Nurse Stone.
Good morning and congratulations to the class of 2021. We didn't see much of you this year, but we were told how well you did online and how well you did with your students. So if those of you who don't know me, I'm Bernadette Stone and I'm the nurse here at Cordero. I'm presenting in honor of my parents who were born and raised in Jersey City and educated here. I present this award. It's called the Thomas and Teresa Scholarship. I present $100 to a boy and $100 to a girl. The criteria to have been eligible for the scholarship includes being a good citizen to class and students and staff. They are respected by their classmates, show respect to their teachers and staff. They are also motivated in their schoolwork and in learning. They overall exhibit a good character to prove to be a good role model for all people. It is with my great pleasure I give the following students this scholarship. The boy that's been nominated for the scholarship is Riley Drummond. And the girl who's won the scholarship is Jillian Vega. Thank you, and good luck in high school.
Good morning, everybody. It is with great pleasure that I get to announce this class of 2021's graduates. I ask for forgiveness beforehand because, as we all know, sometimes my dyslexia likes to rear its head at the most inopportune moments. So if I don't say your name exactly perfect, please give me a little grace. Luckily, I've had the pleasure of teaching most of your students at some point, so I am kind of familiar with their names. We're going to start today's list off with Faith Angrove Gutierrez. Come on up, Faith. A little pep in that step. Be proud of yourself, sister. Coming up next, can we have Miss Abigail Aponte? And then please just go back. Chris Augusti Jr., come on up. Mr. Michael Campoverdi. Michael Campoverdi. Lucas Cepeda, come on up. Lucas, take a picture. Carlos Chacon, come on up. Woohoo! Mr. Norman Charlton, come on up. Isaiah Clark, come on up. Miss Sabrina Cooper, come on up. Can I have Siles Kodo? Matthew Criollo, come on up. Mr. Riley Drummond. Layla Duvall. You can tell by your eyes. Zaire Ford. Caridad Gadon. Danielle Gonzalez. Shymir Hargrove. Mr. Owen Hernandez. Rashanae Hayward-Roos. Yay, Rashanae.
Owen.
Davion Holmes. Ella Lexi Hum. She's being accompanied. Let's get Christian Jimenez up here. Christian, look at that jacket. Abraham Carrion. Come on up, Abraham. Woohoo! Looking good with that hat. Abigail Ledesma, come on up. And we can't forget Raymond Ledesma. Mr. Eldon Lempa. Hassani Lewis. My anxiety for this one. Alvin Koji Lamanta. Madison Lisbon. Marilise Lopez.
Let's go. Let's go.
Anais Marquez.
Let's go, Anais.
Why are you here?
Top of the camera. Get out.
J. Henny Marquez. Yay, Jenny. I'm sorry. Jenny Marquez. I apologize. Tyler Martinez.
I see you, Tyler.
Ava Massa. Can we please have Mr. John Masonette coming on up? Jaden Marcato. Jasmine Mejias. Jaden Milligan. Jasmine.
Sorry. Thank you.
Ronald Murray. Khalees Neal. Miss Brianna Parada. Isaac Perilla. Good job. Precious Razor. Ivy Reyes. Hi. Madison Rodriguez. Ziana Ross. Jada Serrano. Heavenly Stockling. Jada, go this way.
Jada.
Heavenly. Thank you, Zaza. Kaylin Triana. Josiah Vega.
He hates the linebacker.
Jillian Vega. Tyler Williams. Mr. Michael Woods. And to close out our class of 21, we would like to welcome up Mr. Austin Yak.
Let's go, Austin! Woo!
Everyone, we are so proud of our class of 2021. Give them another round of applause, please.
Thank you very much, Ms. Fortune Trooper. Let's give it up for Ms. Megan, please. Yay! Okay. Next on our agenda is our valedictorian. So I would like to call up Ms. Ava Massa to the podium, please. Can we give it up again for Ms. Ava? It's all yours.
Good morning. My name is Ava Massett, and I stand proudly before you as a class of 2021's Valedictorian. You have to learn from every mistake, because every experience encountered, and especially your mistakes, are going to teach you and force you into becoming who you're meant to be. As we mature, figuring out what the next right move is becomes easier. At some point, we realize the key to life is to develop an eternal moral, an emotional GPS, if you will. Sorry. That can and will tell you which way to go. In middle school is just the place for this. It is where you make all the mistakes, big and small. It is a place for you to learn, socialize, grow, cry, laugh, and make memories. It was a chapter in all our lives that is now coming to an end. I can say with confidence that we are undoubtedly prepared for all the obstacles and hurdles that we will have to overcome in our years of high school. Middle school was like a puzzle. First, the corner pieces and the framework needed to be put together. In 6th grade, you're in new territory. You're learning the basics, figuring out your surroundings, who your friends are, adjusting to the new schedules and teachers. Everything feels very overwhelming at the time. I remember thinking to myself, yay, another school, another year, then I'll move or transfer again for the 6th time. I was talking to my parents about how nervous I was to attend a new school, but they continually assured me that I would be all right. I knew that if I did my best, I'd make it easier for my future self to place the inner pieces in the correct spots. In 7th grade, everything is more familiar. We kind of got the hang of it. You've got all the puzzle pieces you need to succeed. All you need to do is place them correctly. As new opportunities presented themselves to us, so did the obstacles that came with them. Although it might take a while of frustration, confusion, and some misplaced pieces, you got it right at the end. Then there's 8th grade. It comes so soon and goes by just as fast. It almost feels like it didn't even happen. Make the best out of the time you have left, making some memories, saying your goodbyes and I'll miss yous when it feels like just yesterday. It was all hellos and nice to meet you. You put your final pieces down and have to move on to the next puzzle. But before the next begins, let's reminisce on it. All the memories, chances, experiences, friendships, everything. Admire the adventure you took to get here. One thing is certain. I couldn't have done this without the many people in my life. So with that, I would like to thank my family for the endless support, love, and advice. You guys are my biggest supporters. My teachers, but especially Miss Megan, Miss Larderman, and Miss Conti. You have all helped me get through my terrible procrastination and frustration with your amazing ways of teaching and communication. Thank you for helping us to pursue our dreams and goals, for making it possible to stride forward with poise and solidity. Then my friends, especially my best friend, were always pushing me to do better, reach my full potential, and full send it. And a final thank you to the class of 2021. You have made our middle school experience what it is today. Although we have all taken our own paths and made our own decisions, they all helped us to realize who we were and who we were meant to be. We have learned not to follow in others' footsteps, but to create our own. And we did it. We all did that. We are finally graduating after living and working through a pandemic. So as Dr. Seuss would say, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. So let's give our class a round of applause as we place our final puzzle piece and know that we accomplished something great.
Thank you, Ava. Let's give it up for Ava Massa one more time. Very well done. All right, last part of our program, I'd like to pass the mic over to my right-hand man, Mr. CORDERO.
Just to finish that point, our boys and girls have been on these computers and technology. Over the summer, parents and boys and girls, let's put those phones down. Let's put those computers down. Let's put those iPads down. Yes, well, they might be for half an hour a day, 1 hour a day, a couple hours a day. And parents, let's take our kids, let's walk them around the community. Let's stay away from the TV, just walking around, socializing with their friends, socializing with the parents, and just let's get them out of the house away from technology just for a little bit. One last thing, my cheekbones will hurt today. Believe it or not, everyone and boys and girls, I was smiling with the mask. The math starts up here, and by the time we finish, diplomas is down here. But please, keep wearing your mask, especially in tight spaces. I know it's the summer, outdoors, okay, but indoors, keep wearing them. Have a wonderful summer. Congratulations to the class of 2021. Please hold on, Mr. Sanson has something to say.
Thank you very much. Let's give it up for Mr. Cabrera. Okay, so we want to congratulate the class of 2021. Thank you very much. Have a great day.